you feeling, my froze? I feel fantastic. I am enjoying God. Like yesterday, I was sitting down in my room, a little bit depressed, thinking about a situation and how to handle it, like praying to God, asking for His direction. So all of a sudden, I got a text message from my friend in the Bahamas, and she sends me a Devon Franklin prayer. And amazingly, it says Devon's prayer for what, Amber?
For clarity.
For clarity, right? So here I am, sitting down, depressed. Like, God, what do I do? What's the next step here? And Devon's prayer, which was posted like 42 minutes before this, to Facebook, my friend all the way in the Bahamas sends it to me. And Devon said, let me play a little bit for you guys.
Took a screenshot.
Uh-oh. How do I turn up the volume now?
That you would know that this prayer is for you. Dear God, I pray right now that you would send the help. There's so many people listening to this prayer, dear God, that are struggling to figure out, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to handle the pandemic? How are we supposed to handle our job? How are we supposed to handle our families? How are we supposed to handle the government? How are we supposed to handle our money? How are we supposed to handle kids going back to school? Dear Lord, there are so many unanswered questions. And as a result, someone listening to this prayer, you may be losing hope. You may be saying, I don't understand what we're going to do. And as a result, you may be throwing your hands up. But I pray right now, if you are throwing your hands up, that you would begin to put your hands together. Take those same hands that you're throwing up and put them together. Prayer does change things. And I'm praying right now for anyone who is hopeless or feeling helpless. Dear God, I'm praying that as they pray with me right now, that you, dear Lord, would send the help. I'm praying, dear God, that in the next week, you would just provide clarity. You would provide clarity, dear Lord, on what to do. I'm praying, dear God, that there...
You guys hear that? God, I pray for clarity for them. And you wouldn't believe, so after that, I just felt like that was a message from God.
Heavenly Father, we pray.
And I said, God, I have to know. And He said that God won't disappoint you. He said, God who started this far with you, He won't let you down. So I just took that as my word from God, that here I am praying for direction. And Devon Franklin, I got a message from him about praying for clarity and asking God for direction. So right after that, after listening to him, I said, you know what? This is no coincidence that here I am praying for direction. I got this message from my friend. I said, that's God revealing His presence with me, that He's with me. Even I was supposed to go out with you guys yesterday, huh, Ember? But when I came back, I was so distraught. I just said, you guys go without me. But after listening to that prayer from Devon, I got myself up, got myself dressed, and I said, Amber, I'm coming to meet you guys. So I want you guys to know that it didn't stop there, though, the wink from God.
Heavenly Father, we
So
pray
this morning I woke up, and I said, God, let me hear from you. So as soon as I got up, I decided to read my book, Keep Calm, You're Rolling with God. And I read about a time when I had like an overwhelming project that I was working on. And listen to what I said. I said, I've written a lot about having a sweeter and closer walk with God. But this book, My Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, puts in a way that I understand, and I've seen it firsthand in a project that I'm working on. As I let go of my anxieties and turn the project over to God, asking for His direction, I've found incredible clarity. So guys, when I saw that word clarity, I went back to check Devon's thing. He labeled his thing praying for clarity. And believe it or not, just that one word, clarity. You can see it, Amber?
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing that one little word from God, guys. I held on to that. I said, okay, God, you're with me. And no matter what trouble comes my way, you are there. And I even went as far as doing like a search in the whole book of 366 posts. And how many times did I find the word clarity? Once only in the whole huge book. So that was not any coincidence. That was God saying that He will guide me and He will give me direction to whatever problem, whatever situation comes my way. And that's my message for you guys, that we're not going through life alone. Our Papa God is with us. We'll just take time and pray, no matter what situation you're going through right now. Even what he said about the whole coronavirus, we're in one of the hot spots now in Florida. I don't know,
Epicenter.
the epicenter, one of the epicenters right now. And I'm questioning God because they want to open the schools in Florida for my girls to go. And I'm like, God, what do I do here? So prayer changes things, guys. I want you guys to know that without a doubt, that God will give us the clarity to let us know what He would have us to do. So I want to continue what I was reading from my book about the clarity. And it was the book Jesus Calling that I quoted, and it says, you will never be in control of your life circumstances, but you can relax and trust in my God's control. Instead of striving for a predictable, safe lifestyle, seek to know me in greater depth and breadth. I long to make your life a glorious adventure, but you must stop clinging to old ways. I am always doing something new within my beloved ones. Be on the lookout for all that I have prepared for you. Our Father, may we trust in your sovereign control of our lives. So that little word, clarity, showing up in my appointment with God this morning, guys, and me sitting having a moment, a stressful moment, and saying, God, what is this? With my hands held up in the air, say, God, help me. You know, for Devon to send that prayer was just him saying, Nikki, you will never be in control of your life, but you have to trust in my sovereign control. You can relax. I'm in control of everyone and everything. So guys, I'm picking up on the tiniest little glimpse of God's invisible presence with me. And I want you guys to know, I'm coming on here like a crazy lady to let you know that we're not going through life alone. Whatever problem you're facing right now, just pray and ask Him for the clarity and direction as to what His will is and what He would have you to do. Peace out.